Welcome back, Fate Sports fans. Well, after sweeping the Houston Astros, the Jays head back home to face 3 games against the Washington Nationals. So let's sim the first 2 games and then get into Game 3. For Game 1, Jays win 4-2. For the Jays bats, they scored 4 runs and 9 hits, 5 walks and strike out 9 times. Harper, Stott hit doubles. Rushman, Santander hit home runs. Rushman, Santander, Fry get the RBIs. Bryce Harper gets a stolen base. And for the pitching, Brian Wu gets his 4th win of the season. Brewster Gratterall gets a 2nd save of the season. And as a team, they give up 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 4. For Game 2, Jays lose 6-5. For the Jays bats, they score 5 runs on 9 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 4 times. Santander, Clement hit doubles. Butler, Rushman, Fry get home runs. Butler, Rushman, Fry, Moreno get the RBIs. Stott gets a stolen base. And for the pitching, Ricky Tiedemann gets his 4th loss of the season. And as a team, they give up 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 4. So for Game 3, Jays go for the series win as they send Yoshinobu Yamamoto to the mound to go up against Jake Irving. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog, and once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And pitching here today, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Yamamoto with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skip or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Down the number 2 hitter, Stone Garrett. And that one misses up and in. 2-1. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Line drive. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one ripped. This one could be trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
1 out, runner at second. So here's Robert now, and there's a strike on the outside corner.
But he's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. So up next, Jose Tena. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Chop to the left side. Fry. Zips it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
I'm just a simple man.
Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound. Jake Irvin. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it. But this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
That one to first. Chaparro steps on first for the out. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Catcher Adley Rutschman
matched a homer in his last game.
Nope, that's inside.
One down, base is empty. Rutschman checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. You can kiss it goodbye. He'll circle the bases. That's his third home run of the series, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. Bryce Harper to the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Handles, throws to first. Harper retired.
Anthony Santander.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Santander tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. Out number 3. Back here at Rogers Center. New inning getting started. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And there's a ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one not close, and the count's full. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Yelich brings it in. 1 away. Up now for Washington, Brady House.
Batting 7th, third baseman Brady House.
The 1-1.
Huh. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chop to third. but it kicks foul. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. Home run number 5 on the season. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1. Digging in, Dylan Cruz. That's outside. 2-1.
2-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to
Batting
stay
ninth,
in the
first
head,
baseman,
but going to work
Andres
at the next hitter,
Chaparro.
and a tough one at that.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning. And it gets by him. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. So the lineup flips over. And now it's Luis Garcia. Inside. Ball 2. Late swing, foul to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Way high with that one. And now it's 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Up next for Washington, the
First and
designated
second,
hitter,
2
Stone
outs.
Garrett.
Now here is Stone Garrett. Fouled off left side. First and second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That one the other way. Jimenez. They limit the damage here. Back now in Toronto.
Leading
Here
off
comes
for the
Christian
day,
Yelich.
left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Next one misses. 2-1. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the catch for the out. Dalton
Batting
Varsho
6,
digs in
center
now.
fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Foul ball there. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swings and misses. Now 2 out. David Fry next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get off into the seats. Now a screamer into the outfield. Robert makes the catch, and that ends the inning.
Yeah, I do. I do it all. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah, I'm bossing. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking.
And we're back
Leading
on
off
the
for
3rd
the
inning.
Nationals,
And now
left
for
fielder,
Washington,
James Wood.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Good job to fight that one off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Outside low, 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out to short. Stop. Zips it to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Now batting.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. One down, base is empty. Going to count 1 and 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Next to hit for the Nats,
Up next
Jose
for
Tena.
Washington, shortstop Jose Tena.
That one missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and the count's full.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. Up the middle, Jimenez. Slings to first, and that is the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Bryson Stott.
Shortstop Bryson Stott.
Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Andres Jimenez. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Lawrence Butler.
Whoa.
There's a swing and a drive. Cruz going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Start of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Brady House. Out towards right center. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. You know, these Nationals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
On the ground. He takes it on his own. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
House stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long.
That's to third. And they got him. So the Nats lineup turns over. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. swings and blasts one deep to left center. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count.
Bryce Elder gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Stone Garrett now at the plate. Elder fires. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And delivers outside. Man at second. Outside with a breaking ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Designated hitter Anthony Santander.
The next pitch misses. They're now 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
3-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting
Now the left fielder, Christian
Yelich.
Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Great effort on the leaping grab. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those all
puts it away for the out.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Yelich should have it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Keibert Ruiz
Now batting
digging in for the
catcher,
Nationals.
Keibert Ruiz.
Just missed. Throw to first, and he's back in safely. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Now fly ball to right center. Varsho sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 and 2.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Up next for the
Now the
Blue
third
Jays,
baseman, David Fry.
David Fry.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And there's 2 down. This is Bryson's stop.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 and 2.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Top 6
Leading
up
off
now
for
for Washington.
Third baseman,
Brady House.
Brady House.
These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
Well, these Nats putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. Well, he tried to nibble right there and
Now
just
batting,
missed his spot.
right fielder,
Hitter didn't
Dylan
offer at it.
Cruz.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
High chopper to third. Fry to second, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Feel that they weren't overzealous there.
Now
Just take
batting,
the sure out, keep the run out of scoring
Andres
position.
Chaparro.
And now the first baseman, Andres Chaparro. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to stop for 1, and that's 2. Bottom of the 6th, and now Andres Jimenez.
Leading off for Toronto, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
1 ball, 2 strike.
That one misses. 2 and 2. That's inside. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays
Now
lineup.
batting,
Lawrence
the right
Butler,
fielder,
the next to hit.
Lawrence
The Blue
Butler.
Jays down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. A little bit low. And the count 2-1.
1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
In the air, center field. Robert pulls it down. That's out number 2.
Now batting,
Adley Rutschman next up for the Blue Jays.
Rutschman.
Ball to strike. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now in Toronto, top of inning number 7. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Luis Garcia. Swung on, belted. That one hops against the fence. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
That's to third. On to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. James Wood getting ready to hit.
In this situation, first base open. He shouldn't give him anything to hit. There's a right-hander on deck.
And a 2-1 on the way. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive. And it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2-2 now. Got him swinging. Snuck the fastball by him.
Now batting,
and now for Washington, Jose Tena. Garcia, the runner at third. Wood at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The other way, and it stays fair. 1 runs in. Here comes Wood around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Troy Taylor.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Next to hit, Anthony Santander. He's got it, and there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And he swings through that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Taylor picks to first. Man at first, 1 away. A swing and a soft liner. And that's a fair ball. Around second is Harper. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in
fielder,
play. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that's ripped for a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and it's now a two-run game.
Comes through with the RBI. What a great swing on that.
The new pitcher in the game, number 62.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First and second, one out. Here's the third baseman, David Fry. Hit in the air, center field. Robert has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the seventh. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Zach Jackson.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Keibert
Ruiz.
He swings and fouls one off. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Short hop liner, handled it short. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the eighth. So digging in, Brady House.
Baseman, Brady House.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Goes down looking. Now a chance for Dylan Cruz. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. High fly ball out to center field. Varsho drops into the glove, and that is that. On to the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball four. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting.
And next for
right
Toronto,
fielder,
Lawrence Butler. There goes the runner. Pitch misses in. And safe. It's a stolen base. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, catcher
Marshall Navarro
Richmond
takes over on the mound.
Pretty big
Now
spot
pitching
he's
for
coming into,
Washington.
trying to strand that runner at second
Number
base.
13.
So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tying run at the plate, and it remains 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So Harper stands in.
First baseman.
And things could change
Bryce
quickly
Harper.
here with one swing.
Line drive. House tosses to first. That ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Ginkel.
Now pitching
Pretty tight
for the
game,
Blue
so they're
Jays.
looking for quality pitches out of him
Number
right
38.
here. Got to do his best to keep the
Kevin
score right where
Ginkel.
it is.
Andres
Leading off for
Chaparro digs in
Washington.
now.
First baseman Andres Chaparro.
Fought off foul. 1-2 now. And that's in the dirt.
2 strike.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that just misses.
3 balls, 2 strike.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one
Thank you,
misses.
mate.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches
Now batting,
and ends up
second
drawing the
baseman,
walk.
Luis
Very gritty.
Garcia.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Popped in the air, left field. Yelich makes the catch, and there's one away. And here's the
Up
DH
next
for
for
Washington.
the
Stone
designated
Garrett.
hitter, Stone Garrett.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that's downstairs and outside. Chaparro leads off first with one away. Good eye right there.
3 balls, 2 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man,
Now
you got to
batting,
challenge the
left
guy with the
fielder,
fastball.
James Wood.
James Wood now at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Luis Robert
Now
now.
batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. finds the frame. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, DJ Hurts.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now the DH, Anthony Santander.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He circles the bases. It's 4-3. So up next for Toronto, Christian Yelich. And that is out of play. And that's down and away. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And there's one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Off the mark there, and the count's even at 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. And now for the Jays, David Fry.
So an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. The Jays down to their final strike. Makes the catch, ball game, and the Nationals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.
Well, the Jays made it close, but in the end, they couldn't get the job done and lost the series. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they scored 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 9 times. Rutschman gets a double. Santander, Rutschman hit home runs. Santander, Varsho, Rutschman get the RBIs. Menace gets his 3rd stolen base of the season. And for the pitching, Yamamoto gets his 2nd loss of the season. As a team, they give up 4 runs on 10 hits, 5 walks, and strike out 8. And with the series lost, the Jays record now sits at 25-21, now sit 2.5 games back in the American League East for 3rd place, but still hold on to the 3rd wildcard spot. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next series. The Jays play 3 games against the Los Angeles Angels.